fatigue druid that uses King Togwoggle to flip decks, and then utilizes Hakar the Soul Flare to guarantee corrupted blood, big damage at the very end stages of the game. And the fatigue, I mean, it's just a really big factor at one point because you end up just taking like exponentially increasing damage.
Yep, and this is a pretty equally bad matchup for the Odd Warrior because, again, they have to kill the Druid before they're able to get their pretty much guaranteed OTK combo off.
Yeah, so as mentioned, King Togwoggle, for people unfamiliar with it, allows you to swap your decks with your opponent. But you have the option to make sure that you have either a copy of it or burn it for your opponents as well. And then Hakar shuffles a Corrupted Blood, which deals damage and then shuffles 2 copies of that Corrupted Blood into the deck. But you also get it for yourself as well. So sometimes it's been really funny where you see some players suicide. It's like, oh, I'm just going to Hakar, and then they take a little bit too much damage over the course of the game. But I think Mr. Yagut has a really famous clip from that.
Yeah, but if you are able to get to the point where you can swap your empty deck to your opponent and play Hakar into their empty deck, then that's where the OTK comes in.
That's right. That's right. Precisely.
Because they'll just have Corrupted Bloods in their deck.
One thing that's cool about this deck is 2 things. One, the fact that Druid felt like it was going to be irrelevant after all of its nerfs, right? When Wild Growth and Nourish were gimped, it didn't feel like Druid had many good resources. This deck doesn't even play that. And the second thing is that I find this deck uses a lot of cards that Druid traditionally didn't really think about much. Like Biology Project was super hyped, but then it fell off. And then cards like Barkskin and Pounce and even Floop's Glorious Gloop.
Okay, that one is not really in the deck for its intended purpose. While it does have use with Wild Pyromancer, most of the time when you see it being played in Hakar or any type of Druid is just to draw an extra card with Gadgetzan Auctioneer. So
I know, but it's cool that it finds use there.
Yeah, and also it does have the added benefit of if you have Wild Pyromancer and a Gadgetzan Auctioneer and your opponent's playing an aggressive deck, you can play Floop's Glorious Gloop and be able to reset mana crystals every time you kill something, which is easier with Wild Pyromancer, and then you can keep that chain going and draw even more cards. So oftentimes it can just be a single cycle with Gadgetzan Auctioneer, especially in slower decks. But it does have the added bonus of being able to do those crazy turns where you play way too much mana worth of stuff.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, this is kind of goes to show you the power of Auctioneer still being very relevant. Yes, you don't really see it these days. And, the Miracle Rogue decks that it used to have, like people these days play Odd Rogue to get that pressure. But, Auctioneer is still one of the most powerful cards in the classic set because of how much... Because it enables things like this. Just look at the difference in draw. Bloodyface is already at 10 cards remaining in his deck, and the mana crystals are inflated because of Biology Project.
Yeah.
Like, this is like turn 6 or something. Turn 5, turn 6, and Bloodyface is almost decked out.
Yep.
You can deck out next turn if you really wanted to.
Yep. And you can also see one of the things I wanted to point out was Killing All Day queuing up the Warrior, knowing that it's his worst matchup, because he knows that if you can't take one with the Warrior, then he won't be able to win the series at all.
Good guy killing.
Good guy killing.
Not going to waste the viewer's time.
Nope. Also, his time. If he gets a chance to kind of rest, take a break, go eat, he's probably playing long rounds because he's playing pretty slow decks.
Yeah.
So it's a strategic move.
Yeah, I mean, his name just says it all. He needs to pace himself for the day.
Yeah, he's got a lot more killing to do.
It's not just this round. It's an all-day thing.
Just waiting for Killin to change his name to Killin All Year.
Yeah, but it has to be year over year. It can't just be 1 year.
Oh, man, I didn't even think about it. Also, we would have to change the acronym to Yoke.
Yoke. All right, I'm on board. It took a while to get to the Yoke train, but I'm finally on board.
Hashtag Yoke.
Biology Project just to cycle and draw just a little deeper. Bloodyface can clear everything here. It's just you just never really think about how much Druid has cheap spells, right? Relatively speaking, in terms to cycle with Gadget and Auctioneer, but it's more than half the deck. That's how scary this deck can be with Gadget and Auctioneer.
What can kill him all day?
The
The problem is Swamp King Dread doesn't save him for this. It actually just saves Bloody Face.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any kind of way to manipulate some kind of landing, or sorry, like anti-Hakar technology. So like, you know, Hakar can come down, but you need to save an Innervate. So is there a way to like increase the cost of something so that way you can't play Hakar?
The Ruby and Unraveler, but there's no way to get it.
Yeah, that's a
It's an epic.
Frozen. Oh, it's an epic.
Yeah.
So that was a nice Frozen Throne card.
It is, but it's an epic.
Well, you can't. Yeah,
Also,
I'm
it's
saying you
even.
can't. Yeah, I'm saying you can't get it from like a pack or something.
No, yeah.
I was thinking about the Elise pack.
Elise pack.
Because he shuffled two.
Man,
I mean, it would have to be Bloodyface being very careless and using his Innervates before he gets the Akar, because he has to save, you know, like the Naturalize or the Spellstone for the Hakar, so that way there's no transformation or silence effects.
you can like bank up Direhorn Hatchlings and then maybe try and offset it by playing the Direhorn Hatchlings right before the combo goes off. So
Yeah.
if he has to fill up the hand and he also shuffles I don't know. There could be a weird scenario with Hatchlings.
Sure. I mean, Bloodyface not using his removal tools here. I was thinking about at the very least dumping the Wrath to make for the hand space, but because he has 8 cards and only 2 remaining in his deck, even if Bloodyface draws both cards, there's nothing that he's going to burn.
Yeah.
Unless Killenday can fill the hand.
Well, he can get Weaponized Pinata into
King
Mukla, or Weaponized Pinata into Lich King. No, Lich King and Death Grip.
It's too
Yeah,
slow.
that could work.
I mean, it's a viable option. Okay, this is actually a really scary thing going on here, which is the Zilliax isn't going away anytime soon.
Ooh, what about Weaponized Pinata into his own Togwaggle?
Yeah, but the hands won't be full at that point. Druid would dump all their cards. But I mean, it's an interesting idea for sure.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something.
I mean, right now, Bloodyface has the situation under control. He's going to naturalize in the Togwaggle, the hand's full, so the King's Ransom doesn't even transfer over. Bloodyface has Killen's deck, Killen's on fatigue, and if the game was just like from this point onwards, Druid'd still be in a pretty good spot. But the Hakar adds one more element of it, which is Killen's time is very limited.
Yes, next turn.
Light the music!
Yeah.
He's able to hold on to the car, Innervate plus Naturalize.
All right.
And Bloodyface has -1 cards.
Ooh.
Our card tracker couldn't keep up with all the swapping that was going on.
It's 17 because the number values. Yeah. Hakar comes down, and Killen has only 12 power on board. That would mean Bloodyface loses all his armor. Oh, the humanity! Yep, and then, of course, has the Naturalize for the following turn and drawn big damage. You take the 3 damage, take the 2 fatigue, is it now? And next turn is when the pain really starts.
Yep.
But, like you said, he has the Dire Horde Hatchling. And I wonder if there's anything that he can get off of, say, the Omega Assembly, or if he starts investing into Dr. Boom now.
Weaponized Pinata into another Elise. Pack into Explore on Goro.
Well, the pack is in Bloodyface's deck now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Weaponized Pinata into Elise.
Into Elise.
Into pack. Into Explore on Goro.
Whoa, I like that.
We have to go deeper.
Or Hemet.
Or Hemet.
Yeah, Jungle Hunter.
What?
But then you just start accelerating your fatigue count, but at least you remove it.
But Bloodyface is working with work cards. Maybe with Dr. Boom, he pieces together enough pressure. I don't know, Dan.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. The Zilliax here being buffed by the Beryllium Nullifier, and then does Killen have another Faces in his deck?
He
Yeah, he has a cube.
2 facelesses.
Oh no, but the cube doesn't really work the way we want it to. Plus, he lost any activator, anyways.
Well, he has Reckless Flurry.
All right, I'll naturalize to draw the 2 Corrupted Bloods, which is 6 damage, and then the 3 fatigue damage plus the other draws. So, Killen's gonna lose pretty much the rest of his armor here. Actually takes the 4th fatigue damage as well. Is Killen dead? No, he's not. Like, I was trying to think if there's a guaranteed kill next turn for Bloody, but I think Killen is just gonna be barely alive. 'Cause how many 4 bloods are shuffled in right now, right? Or is it 8?
I thought it was 8.
Is it 8? Okay, then he's dead.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
All right.
24, he was at 23, but
You're right.
Yeah.
Just look at how strong Makar is in these fatigue scenarios. Just have to naturalize twice and make him draw all of the bloods.
Yep. Oh, yeah, he's in fatigue as well, so.
Yeah.
29 damage that turn.
Dang, Makar Druid on the map. And this anti-control lineup is absolutely ripping Killen to shreds. Now, keep in mind, again, both these players are undefeated, so it's not like you have to feel too bad for Killen, even if he loses here, which is very likely from this position.
Yeah.
He still has a